And we have healing the ouch. So there could be someone coming in to heal an ouch. Maybe there's been some hurt or hurt feelings. Yeah, someone's definitely was protecting themselves, treasure. Someone may have been holding on to something too here. Maybe it was a little grudge or someone just felt they needed to protect themselves. So it looks like there was some hurt, and I feel as though someone's really focused on this too. I see someone clearing up things that they've been holding on to, material things, clearing things out. Things they've been holding on to that may remind them of painful situations. Things that hurt, yeah. And we have peaks of joy. So definitely there's some positive energy. Someone's feeling happier, a little more positive. It's an energy of being open. Someone's ready to open up, but it's about being wide open. So this is someone I feel just waiting for the dust to settle, clearing things up. And I do feel it's someone letting go of things they've been holding on to, material things that when they look at them, they kind of bring back memories. Someone may be releasing some of these things, removing them. But it's definitely the energy of clearing, maybe even clearing the air for some of you. Peaks of joy. Someone's feeling positive. Waiting for the dust to settle, being open. Yeah, the Wizard of Awareness. Someone's very aware. This is an energy of someone aware of something. This could be somebody who wants to clear something up. Maybe they've hurt your feelings or they're aware of what they need to do, regardless. And I hadn't picked a deck to use. I'm just going to use this deck here. Let's take a look at this cleaning house. Someone's cleaning house, yeah. We got someone looking at a situation here. It could be something material. They're looking at it. So it's about laying the foundation. Yeah. Someone's looking at a situation. It has to do with clarity, clearing something up, the way someone communicates. It could be communication. This is often someone, pages don't always communicate clearly. So it could just have to do with someone clearing up some sort of communication. Yeah. There's a lot of awareness. Very aware. Someone's very aware of something. Yeah, someone's pride may be getting in the way. It has to do with providing. Someone may have been protecting their money, their heart. It could be all kinds of situations with this, but it has to do with someone, it has to do with something a person wants to achieve. So they want to achieve some kind of goal. Planning, preparing, hoping for the best. But this is often someone who communicates in a way where they're not very clear. It's just a lack of clarity. It's sort of a lack of emotion. I mean, something to do maybe with money or just, like I say, holding on to material things. But it's an energy of achievement, something someone wants to achieve. Like I say, planning, preparing, hoping for the best. Yeah, so someone who's been weighing the pros and the cons. Should I or shouldn't I? It's also whether someone has feelings for someone. Do they love me? Do they not? But I do feel there's a need to heal something, healing the out. Somebody hurt someone's feelings. They may have been some sort of assumption where someone was interested in someone because they have money. But it could have been someone who was actually healing from something. So, let me see here. Protecting the treasure, everything someone's worked for, definitely someone who's goal-oriented, but it's about what this person's now hoping to achieve. It could be where they want to know. Maybe you were interested in this person. Yeah, we'll see here. I'm getting all kinds of energies with this. Tell me about peaks of joy. Yeah, so someone kind of clearing things up and out, waiting for things to calm down. Should I or shouldn't I? Someone may have compared someone to someone else. Yeah. But it's an energy of, I think someone here, it's about someone avoiding someone here. Someone's avoided something, but it's something that can no longer be avoided. Yeah, but it's someone too, like I say, waiting for things to kind of calm down. Taking lessons learned from the past. So it could be someone moving, relocating. It's possible someone didn't communicate or procrastinated. Maybe they were juggling, had a lot going on. But there was definitely hurt feelings. Yeah. Tell me about wide open. Yeah, someone who's open if they're single. I wouldn't be surprised if someone was relocating. They were really focused on something. And like I say, their money, but possibly moving, clearing things up and out. There's definitely been some time in between. I do see a single person here. Someone enjoying the fruits of their labor. Someone who takes care of themselves. Someone's been waiting for things to calm down, the dust to settle. You can see something. It could be a person who, like I say, was moving out. Yeah, I definitely could feel, it's somebody who's single. But again, it's something to do with privacy. Whether it's about providing. Someone maybe wasn't able to provide, or just sort of an assumption where someone felt someone wanted someone to provide something. But this is not someone who communicates clear. Pages always don't, there's always something missing or lacking in the communication. So it's often a person who's hoping is something successful. They reach out hoping the other person, whatever it is they're trying to achieve, that they're going to get it. So yeah, and there we have the truth. Somebody's having an aha moment. So it's an energy of being enlightened. But it has to do with a victory. Someone wants to know why. There's definitely this energy of why. Someone knows why. They're very aware why. Okay? Yourself or them. Yeah. Interesting. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. I'm going to go over this one more time. Yeah, it has to do with the spark, attraction, the wand, a passionate new beginning. Yeah, I feel there's going to be a couple scenarios. I'm just getting the vibe of someone who's definitely attracted. There's a spark, there's attraction, this is very aware. But I feel it's someone focused on something here. So whether someone's the one or comparing you to someone else, like I say, it has to do with providing, being able to provide. And now we have, yeah, so there's definitely an attraction, but it has to do with having a conversation. I feel so somebody here, there's something that needs to be cleared out, and I feel there's a lot going on here. Yeah. And like I say, I almost feel like somebody was... It's this time in between, a transition someone was going through, becoming single, but also possibly relocating. Tell me about the Six of Wands. Someone's pride got in the way, or like I say, somebody was... It's preparing. I mean, when I see this, someone felt there was red flags cautioning them. But this has to do with two people, soulmate connection, friends, or a friend of a friend. Someone could be comparing you to someone else or vice versa. See, it's an energy of somebody making some kind of assumption, so there was hurt feelings. Yeah, someone didn't come in right. So someone didn't come in right here. See, comparing someone to someone else. So someone who often maybe has money, protecting their money, but also someone protecting their heart. I see that too. Yeah, protection is often projection, see, comparing. Yeah, and like I say, someone didn't come in right. They didn't put their best foot forward. Someone wants to make this right, too. You can see, but it is an energy of someone, it's sort of an assumption. Someone's pride and ego got in the way, and they're protecting themselves, projecting onto another person. They're very aware. And I do see this energy of why. So I feel like you're going to be enlightened. You're going to find out why. You're going to get some answers. This is about answers. And it could be this person asking you. They may want some answers here. Because it's about healing. So why did somebody offer the pentacle? Why did somebody start something if they weren't interested? For the right reasons. Six of Wands, red flags. I'm going to tell you what I really feel this is going to turn out. This is just, it has to do with somebody offered it. Could have been a gift, or they're trying to get something going. The other person felt something wasn't right, comparing someone to someone else. This is definitely someone who's now procrastinating. Definitely there's been time in between, lessons learned. But it's about someone trying to avoid a disaster. Or if you wanted to start something, why did you avoid this person? Because they didn't come in right, or someone didn't follow through, because there's these hurt feelings here. This is about healing the ouch. What is this healing the ouch? Let's dig into it, because I feel like it's going to be specific for some. Yeah, it has to do with someone walking away. See why somebody walked away. If they started something, if they wanted to get something going, why did they walk away? But who walked away? It's what someone's searching for. See, this is energy of someone who is searching for something, wanting to start something new, but leaving something behind. It looks like someone had walked away. I feel like you're going to get some answers, but I do feel it's like how it started too. There's a lot of questions, but someone here is very aware. I feel like you're both very aware of something here. Okay. Yeah. Like I say, the Wizard of Awareness. Yeah. And there's the Two of Swords that came out with that. Yeah, this is someone who didn't see something they now see. Now, there may have been indecision, like I say, someone comparing someone to someone else, or just unable to make a decision. But now somebody's seeing something. I wouldn't be surprised if someone has made somebody aware, because it's often someone being enlightened, but there's that little aha moment. It's a person who actually wanted this to be successful. Yeah, see, it's all about reaching out, justice. Somebody maybe wasn't fair. Some sort of judgment, assessment. But like I say, it has to do with someone who's got the blindfold on. They're not seeing something they weren't seeing, and it could be someone who had a choice between two. Yeah. The person reaching out, though, like I say, reaching out, dropping a little hint, whether someone's going to reciprocate. So there was some kind of back and forth. But like I say, it's about harmony, coming in right. It's all about the justice and harmony, the balance here. Something was very off balance, or whoever started this, because it's coming from a page. It's someone hoping to achieve. Like what was someone hoping to achieve? So someone's unable to make a decision. Now, whether someone's right for someone or not, or someone had a choice between two. But definitely I see this energy of someone looking at the red flags, feeling there's something lacking, something, or, something feels off here. I mean, this is all about coming in right, making something right. Someone wants to make this right. It's something they didn't see that they're now seeing because they're being enlightened. Someone who didn't reciprocate, some person reaching out, the other person didn't respond. So there's questions here. Yeah, we have the Star. See, it's about respect, self-respect. This is someone letting go of something that no longer serves. So it is a healing, but it's about whether the feelings were actually moved. What did you want to achieve? If someone wants to know, what did someone want to achieve? What was the point of reaching out and then avoiding someone? Because there was hurt feelings, something they didn't know, now they know. Yeah, they had the blindfold on here, like I say, but it's somebody taking off that blindfold and now seeing because they're being enlightened. See, they didn't come in right, they weren't fair. Some sort of judgment or assessment. See, I feel like this is someone who was going through something here. Is it like they didn't reciprocate? So now, because somebody didn't come in right, or they weren't fair, the other person's no longer reaching out or feeding their ego, if you want to look at it that way, yeah. Someone's pride or ego got in the way, but you can see there's a lot going on here. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone who was moving, relocating, newly single. See, it's about whether someone's open. This person's looking for this here to see if you're open, but you can see time in between things calming down, waiting for the dust to settle. So interesting. So someone very aware that you're single. I feel they are too. But it has to do with whether the feelings were mutual. Yeah, somebody was holding back. See, Four of Pentacles, holding on, not budging, not giving in, protecting themselves, everything they worked for. This is someone who may have been going through that at that time to do with another person is what I feel. Yeah, they didn't follow through. Someone didn't follow through. We have a person reaching out, wanting to start something, and the other person then didn't reciprocate. I mean, the foundation's already laid, but it's about And some of you, you could have had a person too, like I say, wouldn't make a commitment, so you're no longer talking or giving to them very well. But I feel like there's another person. And it has to do with this person who's in that wizard of awareness, being aware. See, they're being enlightened. They're seeing this truth. See, this could have been a victory. But someone was protecting their heart, their money. They were very closed off. Now, it could be someone thinking someone's holding a bit of a grudge. But it's someone here not budging. I feel some of you aren't budging here. But like I say, that's how it kind of started. It's like, but you got a person feeling some peaks of joy, like they're starting to see something clearly they didn't see. So this person actually wanted this to get going. But I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone who had just moved on from another relationship, waiting for the dust to settle, waiting for things to calm down. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there's other people involved here. It could have been someone who was involved with someone else at that time. But I do see this energy of Three of Cups, which tells me some kind of good news, peaks of joy. Someone is letting go of something here. Someone here has been kind of keeping themselves stuck and single too. Now, if you've been dealing with someone who's been keeping you in that stuck and single, I feel like you're no longer giving. Okay, because they're not coming in right. They're not treating you right. It's not fair. So I do see that as a whole separate scenario, and getting out socializing. There's someone here who's very aware you're single. So someone here is definitely interested here. But others of you, I feel there's a whole lot more going on. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this is someone reflecting on the past. Maybe feels like a little bit of a fool because they were being stuck, stubborn. I feel as if someone's pride got in the way. Because it's someone who maybe gets chased by people to see what they can give, or someone who feels people are always trying to take advantage. Now you can flip this energy too, where you feel someone was trying to take advantage of you, your generosity. Yeah, someone wasn't reciprocating though, I can see it. But now someone wants to heal the ouch, something they didn't see, they're now seeing. Others of you, it's just someone who has a choice between several people and they can't make up their mind, so someone makes up their mind for them, lets them go, no longer talks, see, getting out, socializing, a lot of joy, happiness, living in the moment. But you can see this is an energy of someone reflecting on all this, looking before they leap. Somebody feels a little bit like a fool. There was an assumption. Somebody was assuming something. And they are being enlightened. They're talking to people. People are telling them. Now they're feeling positive. See, this is someone who actually wanted this to get going. But someone avoided somebody because of what happened. There's this avoidance. But I also see a single person, which tells me privacy, getting someone alone, having a conversation between two people. Someone wanted to get someone alone. And I feel maybe they didn't take the opportunity. Yeah, interesting energy though. Like I feel if there's somebody who feels someone's kind of holding on to a bit of a grudge, but there's definitely a need to heal. See, someone didn't see or didn't realize that they hurt someone's feelings. And I already did a reading similar to this. It was for a particular sign, and someone commented how they wouldn't know they hurt me when they did all this. Then this wouldn't be your reading, because this, this to me is not something, unless you've had someone who's juggled or cheated on you, third party, okay, then that might be what happened with you. This is why I always tell people, pay attention to the reading. Sometimes it be a similar story, but it may not be yours, or all of it may not be your energies. Because this is somebody who felt somebody was up to something. It felt off. It kind of threw them off. And they were procrastinating. Should I reach out? Should I not? And I actually feel they're in that energy right now, because it's about healing it. It's about making something right. Because it's someone who didn't see or didn't realize something. Because there's good news coming in. But like I say, this is someone talking to people, learning something, see? Someone protecting their heart, their money, not budging. But what someone's learning and realizing, they're keeping themselves stuck and single. If you have somebody who's keeping you stuck and single and they're out there juggling, playing around with other people, absolutely it's time to leave it behind and move on. That could be your story. But this to me looks like something a little deeper. For some of you, yeah, see, it's about investing, being patient. Waiting, keeping yourself stuck and single, waiting for someone, and maybe feeling a little like a fool. But I see a person feeling like a fool because the other person reached out to start something. They didn't respond or reply, or they didn't communicate clearly, because this is not a card of communication. It's often someone who, it's a little test to see if someone will give them what they want. See, some of you have got that energy, but there's all this energy of clearing up here. Some of you are just leaving this behind. You're going out meeting people, no longer invested. But this is about patience. It's about timing, something to do with the timing. Somebody was going through something here, and there's things being learned because there's that enlightenment. Tell me more about the Wizard of Awareness. See, this is somebody wise. They're aware. They are now aware of something they were not aware of. Yeah. So there's a much bigger energy here other than no longer giving to someone who's not fair or won't commit. They keep you stuck and single, and while you're waiting, they're off, going out with other people. So, but I also see other people no longer giving and getting out, feeling better, no longer stuck, connecting with someone. But it's all about making sure someone isn't invested in someone else, that they're actually single. Someone, you may have had a person who if you reached out to someone, did you know they were single or in a relationship? Because I feel some of you got a person who, why did you start something if you didn't know if I was single or not? Like, this person's got a lot of questions for the other person. But I feel they do play a part in some kind of hurt feelings, because there was some kind of assumption that somebody wanted something, which I feel isn't true. But the Seven of Cups, someone's looking at how this all played out with the Fool. When I see these two together, someone's looking at all the possibilities, but they're reflecting on how it all played out, and they want to know they want to know. Now they're going, aha, because they're talking to other people and they're feeling positive. They're feeling better about something because they're getting truth. But there's a lot of enlightenment here. Yeah, this is someone now looking at the possibility. They're fantasizing, romanticizing. See, it's almost like everything flips around here. Tell me about this Seven of Cups. It's whether someone has other options, whether they're single. And some of you may have had a person who had other options. Or maybe it was yourself. Yeah, somebody definitely made a bad decision. Yeah, there's judgment. See, out with the old, in with the new. Somebody here made a bad choice. And I do feel that there's someone here who's dated a lot of people. Take these point by point. And they haven't had a lot of success. There's no one like you. Someone made a bad choice because they assumed you were interested in for the wrong reasons. The chasing, you see? Interesting energy. Tell me more about this Judgment. This is about healing. Now, it could be someone looking for reconciliation. But when I see these two like this, it's a judgment. Somebody judged somebody unfairly. And they want this cleared up. They're coming in to clear this up. But there's going to be a lot of truth. Someone's finding out some things, yeah? See the Magician, manifesting, mirroring energy. So there's a little mirroring, which often makes it complicated because it's like both people wanting truth. Both people wanting enlightenment, learning something here. And it has to do with all these people. Let me pull out another deck here. Where's the deck I want? I'll take this one. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Who are these people? Yeah, they're people. Three of Cups. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, and it has to do with a cycle ending, windfall of abundance. See, someone here, it has to do with the timing. Something about the timing of some kind of get-together, gathering. Maybe it wasn't the right time. Yeah, but I'm going to tell you, this person is aware. Did you avoid this person at a gathering, or did you or someone telling someone why somebody was avoiding someone because they hurt their feelings? They didn't follow through, maybe on a date, or they didn't reply. Because the stars here, it has to do with respect and self-respect. Somebody felt kind of disrespected, or, but it has to do with actually whether the feelings are actually mutual too. Because this is someone who wanted to get someone alone to have a conversation. But it's like people were talking, maybe collaborating here. This person's got a lot of questions because I feel they wanted this, but it has to do with timing. Now something has happened here where there's some sort of, someone has ended a cycle, definitely someone ending a cycle, transition. Someone here was probably in a relationship. Something to do with the timing at that time. Because this is someone reflecting how everything's played out over time. And the people involved. Whether someone's invested or interested in someone. See, finding out that it's actually mutual. Because I feel like, and it's both, I feel like you're manifesting each other here. And it's like behind the scenes. I mean, there's some mirroring. Because it's like you both are aware. There's interest. There's something here with this connection. A spark. There was a spark. And they're looking at this. But yeah, I feel like there's two scenarios. I feel some of you definitely have a person who reached out. And it's like they want you to offer them the pentacle. And it has to do with maybe dating somebody on and off here. Whatever the situation. And there's a lack of commitment. Where somebody actually was involved with other people, but now they realize they've made a bad decision because they've dated lots of people, time's gone by, and there's no one that compares. Yeah, this person's definitely, I feel the same thing, healing the ouch, reconciliation for some. But others of you, it's like, it's something that kind of didn't go anywhere. Yeah, look at that. See, it's about partnering up, a place, getting together, a gathering. Someone was waiting patiently. Someone either maybe didn't show up or didn't follow through. But it has to do with friends, people here. All about the timing. What is it trying to tell me? Because it's like trying to manifest each other, but it's like all this communication. There's all this communication. And someone is now aware. Like it's other people making this person aware. Let's have a look at this. It's two people who have everything they need. It's all about preparing, but it's about communicating. There's somebody was avoiding someone, I feel, or trying to avoid confrontation or just avoidance, but someone was coming out of a relationship, possibly even moving and relocating. Now we have Hierophant. See, it's the person's looking how someone conducted themselves because they're looking how it's all played out. And that they're having some aha moments here for sure. But it's also someone coming up with an idea. They're also coming up with an idea. It has with faithful, loyal friends. See, people are faithful, loyal friends are telling this person. Now the stars here, and there's people, so there could be mutual friends. They're learning something. See, it's all about learning. About someone's history, their lifestyle. They're finding something out. But this is somebody who's definitely, there is an idea here, and it has to do with a reason to reach out, to communicate. Because it's two people gathering all the tools, or it's just this person gathering all the tools, the information, learning everything that they need to learn. Someone's lifestyle, habits, the way they conduct themselves, it's about stability. Yeah, there it is. Someone come across as a little cold. See, the Wizard of Awareness, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. They don't have to be. But this is somebody who's learned something. Someone who's successful. But it's an energy of someone to see someone's goals, ambitions, someone's history. So this is someone who's dated lots of people. Nobody compares. And someone who actually wanted to get you alone to talk, but it's why you were avoiding them or they avoided you, because it's something about the timing and all these people. So likely different for everyone. But this is a person planning, praying, hoping for success, and I see truth. They're seeing the truth. They're learning truth. They've learned a lot. But it's about two people who have some kind of history. But like I say, it's almost like there's loyal friends or people here. Yeah, this is someone taking a pause. See, there's the enlightenment. Taking a pause, looking at this from a whole different perspective. Because this is two people checking each other out after the fact, I feel. It's like there was something started. Someone started it. They laid the foundation. The other person either didn't follow through or they were dealing with something. And I could be somebody coming out of a relationship. I don't know. Because there's the need to heal. But I see somebody hurt someone's feelings. Something they didn't know, they now know. And they want to make it right. So some of you, it's a whole different scenario other than that person who's juggling you. That's also here. But I feel as someone who's dated lots of people. I mean, they're wise. They get it. But see, it's about making things right, looking at this from a different perspective. It could have been someone who felt you weren't right for them or it wasn't the right time. Because it's a person, I feel, who gets chased because they're stable. But they're finding out because it's people who always want something. Yeah, someone who's feels people are always trying to take advantage. If you were somebody who was very generous and you started something and this person never reciprocated, like I say, there's maybe some hurt feelings. Like they see it now. They're seeing it. They didn't see. I feel that, like I say, often people dealing with other things, yeah, it has something to do with a house and a home. See, moving. Somebody was moving out, relocating. But it's about laying the foundation. Someone didn't come in right. They judged. They made a judgment, an assessment. So they're aware. They're much more aware than they were before. But I'm going to tell you, this is two people who were aware. There was a spark. There was something there that can't be denied. So they want to clear this all up. They want to know. This is someone who speaks up and speaks truth. They just say it. This isn't someone who's going to mince words here. Yeah, but it's like, see, the tables are turning. Now this person's coming towards you. Finding out maybe that you're, not interested in them just for their money or what they can give or what they can provide. They're also seeing what the other person can provide. So I do see being a little careful, pay attention to the red flags a little bit, because I feel they've seen red flags because it's something they've been through before or were actually dealing with at the time by the looks of it. Yeah, see the tables turning. All this time in between, growth, financial growth, prosperity, but it's an energy of change. Yeah, someone's definitely ready to, this is someone who's left something behind. They're ready to go down this path. This is someone who was looking before they leaped. I see playful, youthful, but you can see looking how it all played out. I feel both of you could be doing this. So if you have somebody on your mind where you've got a scenario similar to this person's ready to go down this path. They're not afraid of taking risks. So, yeah, wow. But it's who, and I see an energy too of who took the risk, who started it. This person feels like a fool because there's things they didn't know that they now know. So their pride definitely got in the way. Yeah, so someone who's been thinking it through, choosing their battles. They're trying to decide, should I or shouldn't I reach out? Will they reciprocate? This is someone who may have rushed in without thinking, and now they're rethinking. See, the tables are turned. They're actually coming your way. This person's coming after you. Or maybe wanting to know, if someone walked away, why didn't they come after someone? Because there's an energy of some sort of someone trying to avoid something here. And I'm seeing a lot of privacy. And I've seen this energy in a lot of readings. And it's like it's something still playing out. It's a collective energy for a lot of people. But just take what resonates. This person wants to make this right. They see somebody here, like I say, marriage material. They're seeing truth. They're trying to come up, trying to come up with an idea to reach out. I mean, there's somebody, this isn't somebody who's going to manipulate. And they may have felt there was some sort of manipulation because it's someone who's probably dealt with this. I can see because there's both people's energy here. Now, if you have somebody who chose someone else over you because of this, and some time's gone by and they realize they made a choice, they may be trying to find a reason to talk to clear this up. So a lot of different scenarios. Let's have a look at justice. Yeah, see, there's that pentacle, looking at the pentacle, looking at it a little carefully. See, it starts with the page, everything turning around. You're about to receive. I feel some of you, if you are the feminine energy, because I'm seeing a lot of readings where it's the feminine reaching out, trying to start something. And then the other person's either going through a divorce, a breakup, or they feel someone's chasing them for their money or just only interested in them for that. Lots of scenarios with that. And this reading is telling me it plays out a little differently for some of you. But because the tables are turned, this is someone chasing after someone. They're coming after you. And it's like they should have done that before. If you walked away or chose to walk away and just avoid talking to them, they should have come after you. And you can turn that around any way you want. Depends, right? Because this is someone receiving this. And you're going to look at this if you are the one receiving. But you can flip that energy. Yeah, receiving the cup, offer invitation. They want to make something right. This person's cup runneth over. Like I say, something happened between you, and then there's something happened at a specific time, get together, gathering, somebody coming to visit, a reason for getting together. So I think this person's coming up with an idea, like a reason to get together or to reach out. But to be honest, I feel they're all of a sudden just going to decide to do this. Because there is procrastination. And it's also whether the feelings are mutual. Do they really love me not, or like me not? Probably more like it for some of you. But it's all about making things right. Others of you, it's somebody who just didn't want to... They feel the same, but they don't want to commit. Because they're protecting themselves, their money. They could be a business owner, family legacy. I see inheritance and things like that. So, yeah. Interesting energy. I also see the possibility of a prenup for some of you. If some of you where this person actually comes in. Some of you, it's going to play out a little different. It's like this person's somebody's not going to budge and give in. They want the other person to take the risk. But I actually feel, and a lot of you, and it's just going to sit that way, I'm going to be honest, for a little while till this person really thinks this through. Okay? But others of you, the tables have turned, and it's like they're going to come in and take this leap of faith and offer you this cup. That's what I feel for a lot of you. It's the strongest energy. The other one I do feel, like I say, it's going to play out different. It's just going to kind of sit in that energy where they kind of back and forth into their head. Kind of probably hoping the other person takes the initiative. But it depends if you're masculine or feminine. Because you can flip that energy. It's showing me with that world and that Two of Pentacles. Yeah, and you might not see this coming. It could come in kind of suddenly. Look at them. See, it's the tables turning. Now you're not going to see it coming. Yeah, see, is someone just going to lay all the cards on the table? This is someone ready to get themselves out there again, too. Happy home, happy life. I do see a large gathering. I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone planning something, maybe a gathering, a reason. See, it's a reason, an idea to get together. So there's a lot of thinking going on. This is someone who's strategic. They're strategizing. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, see, they want to take you out. This is someone I feel they wanted to connect. There was a spark, but it's always about timing, right? Timing not being right for one person. But I feel it's the way this is playing out, it's like better now. It's like better for both people now. During this time in between, someone's maybe more stable financially, healed over something. Yeah, look at that energy. Lovely. See, someone who's more ready. They're feeling stable, ready to take, action here. Someone who's had time to prepare. So interesting. There it is. You can flip the energy however you need to as far as masculine and feminine. But yeah, some of you, it's someone who definitely procrastinates. Some of you have got someone who's going to move a lot faster, come in quick, offer you the cup. Others of you, is a little bit more time here. There's a little bit more patience you're going to need. It all depends when this all happened. But this is someone looking ahead, planning ahead, preparing. So I do see respect, someone who respects your time, and they will reach out to you and plan something. Yeah, a lot of self-confidence. See, somebody with self-control. Some of you, it is an energy of some. I do see a heartfelt message, communication, and apology. And I feel that comes from the King of Swords energy, to be honest. But you can flip that. Yeah, King and Queen of Pentacles. See, the power couple coming together, making each other feel comfortable. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a couple, a married couple here, planning some kind of gathering. See, collaborating, bringing people together. They may be trying to, like I say, some kind of idea. Interesting. I feel positive for everyone here, but it's all about your patience level. But if you are one of those people that had somebody who was juggling you, not reciprocating, and you only heard from this person when they wanted attention, and every time it's time to make some kind of commitment where you feel safe, secure, like they're stable, or whether they're reliable, and they keep doing it, I see some of you moving on and meeting somebody else down here. Like, yeah, wow, at some place where it's stable, where people go spend money, people who are, I feel, kind of possibly social circle people that you know, or at least in your community, and that's where you're going to get this opportunity. So it's all about getting out there too, for all of those you where you this story doesn't fit. It's about choosing your battles, right? Something worth fighting for is actually, sometimes it's taking the initiative, actually getting out and being more social. I see a couple of homebodies here, though. Some people not getting out a whole lot, so that could be something that's changing with that world. It's time to change lifestyle, schedules, routines. Because if nothing is changing in your love life, it's telling you to get out there. Pick a time, a schedule, fit it into your daily routine, you know, time to go to a coffee shop, a pub, wherever, you know, a club, anything, something that's part of your routine, make it, and to make it fit. Yeah, really nice energy, though. I feel this is quite positive for most of you, except for those of you where you're literally moving on from someone and no longer feeding their ego, because they only come in when they want attention. Then when you want it, they ignore you. They don't reply. Yeah. It's all right. I feel like most of you've got this covered. So take care. I wish you the very best, and we'll see you soon.